Good morning, everybody in YouTube land. So I'm in Texas again. I'm working on site for my company for a couple days. They paid me to drive down here and drive back on Thursday to fill in and help somebody here in our Dallas office. I don't know why, but I mean, it is pay and they're going to pay me everything. So it's part of the job. Unfortunately, when my wife and I went this weekend Saturday to take our load of walnuts to get them weighed and paid for, my truck had some issues. Don't know if anybody else has had any kind of problems with their F-150 with a 5.4 Triton V8. In the 2006 model version, those engines are kind of odd, to say the least. But we got 467, I think roughly 467 pounds of walnuts after they took the outer husk off. So we made $70.05. It was like awesome. And that was just off of the couple of trees that we did. But my truck broke down out in Strawberry, Arkansas, where we had to take them at. And I had a buddy of mine, a neighbor, Gerald. He actually was kind enough to bring his trailer out there and load my truck up and take it back to our homestead. And he took it in yesterday to have them take a look at it to see what was wrong. And they have determined something in the engine is coming apart. There's metal shavings in the oil pan. So my engine is fried. It's toast, gone. Unfortunately, a new engine is just not in the budget right now. So I'm driving my wife's Jeep and trying to get used to that. I will add some footage on the end of this. My truck has, until Saturday, never been on a trailer, never been towed anywhere. And one time it was halfway up on a tow truck when I figured out through my wife, using what she calls Mr. Google Pants, a known issue with that model of truck and the emergency brake and the four-wheel drive being stuck in low gear. So we fixed that before it was all the way up on a tow truck. However, because the front wheels were on the tow truck, and if anybody ever deals with that, if they hook up and start to pull your truck or your vehicle up onto the tow truck, they charge you fully. They charge you a full price. So I had to pay for that. But my truck has now been up on a trailer twice, on once Saturday and then once Sunday, as it didn't make it all the way back when I thought it would make it back. But we're gonna pray about it, and we may go ahead at some point in the next month or so, or 2 months or whatever, however long it takes. We may go ahead and drop another motor in it so that we have two vehicles again and not another car payment. So anyhow, probably not going to do a whole lot of video this week. Of course, I don't do a whole lot of video any week, but I try to make a video, put it out almost every week. I know I'm lacking a couple weeks here and there, but we're just keeping busy doing things. And next year's walnut harvest will be a lot more, I think. I don't know if anybody's familiar with walnut harvesting, but in the Arkansas, Missouri area where we're at, they harvest walnuts between October 1 and November 1. This year they went all the way to yesterday, which I believe was the 6th of November, and they ended it in all areas up near where we're at. That's why we had to go to Strawberry, Arkansas, which is really only about 40 miles away from the homestead. It's not that far. Well, like I said, we had 467 pounds this year. That was 7 walnut trees. We have probably 3 times, if not more, walnut trees that we didn't get to. and we didn't get all of the walnuts that were on the ground because we ran out of containers to put them in. So my wife has a video on the walnuts as well, where we were out there at the place where we took our walnuts. I'll put that link in the description down below. Check that video out. She put that out I think yesterday. She put that video out. Anyhow, hope everybody has a great week, and we'll talk to you in the next video. All right, folks. Worst part of your weekend, your vehicle breaking down. Best part, having an awesome neighbor. That's Gerald. I've never had my truck on a trailer before until yesterday. Today's the second time. And anyhow, this sucks.